everyone, it's Jen here and welcome to Jen's World About Art. So today I'm going to do an acrylic and watercolour portrait of my cat for you. So I do the cat in acrylic and I will do a watercolour background towards the end. So I just get all the proportions and details where I want them and then I'll go in and start with the painting. So I'm going to start with the eyes, and I start with a lemon yellow and then I add a little bit of cadmium orange and I add varying browns around the edge of the eye, and I add some burnt umber to the pupil, and then I build that up with a dark browny grey that I've made from burnt umber cobalt blue, which is an almost black. Then I go in, add the highlights in the eyes, and I'll add a bit more details after, but I add a little bit more transparent sienna just around the edge, just to give that sort of soft fluffy look in their eyes that they get, and then I'll start to work on the details of the fur. So the nose, I just make up a skin tone with a bit of yellow ochre and a little bit of red, and then I also use a little bit of pink and white. And then I start onto the fur and I make burnt umber cobalt blue in varying tones to make the different tones of grey brown for around the dark areas of the cat. So he's a black and white cat, but I build up with different layers of greys that I mix up with burnt umber cobalt blue in varying consistencies, and then I will also add some blue and some black at the end, but just for the final darks. So I add some pink and white into the ears just to add the lighter parts of the inner ear, and then I go to work on the white areas of the cat. And for the white areas I tend to use a lot of blues. I use a lot of pale blues and blue and white, and that just creates the shadow areas in the white parts of the fur. Now I go back to work on the ears and I add a few different tones of grey and then some reddy browns, and just build up the layers in the inner ears, and I'll finish those off later. So now I go back in, as I said before, with the dark blue with a little bit of lamp black, but it's mainly dark blue, and I put that into the deepest, darkest areas. You'll also notice this cat has a little nick out of the corner of his ear and I thought that just adds a little bit of charm to him. And now I go in with the browns into the inner ear. I just use burnt umber, and then I start to add the little details around his mouth, like his little whisker dots, and then I add some magenta just thinned out just for the deepest shadow areas around his nose, under his chin, and around under his neck and shoulders, and anywhere that I can see that he has shadows. So now I'm about to add all the darkest darks in, and the final details like the whiskers and the inner ear fur, which is quite bright white. So just the finishing touches now. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'd love it if you click like and subscribe and click on the bell icon. That way you'll be notified when I release a new video. I also have a website where I have all my works available for sale, which I'll have linked below with my other social medias. I also have a Twitch account where I live stream up to 7 days a week. So I'd love it if you'd pop over there and come hang out with me while I create. I love to hang out and have a chat. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you next video. Okie doke. Bye.